Hello everybody and welcome to a quick look at Minecraft 14W06B/A, looking at both of them basically. So to start things off, I actually noticed myself that it now says local difficulty on the F3 screen. I haven't seen anyone mention that, and I'm pretty sure it wasn't in last week's. But basically they have this thing where the difficulty gets harder the longer you stay in an area. I think that was added in 1.7, I believe. And I guess now you can actually check that with F3. I don't know about the day zero thing. I don't know. I tried using /time to forward through the days and I don't think it went up, so not quite certain what it shows yet, but yeah, that's something that I noticed. Not something I got from anybody's list. But anyway, let's get on to the interesting bits. Start things off. Torches can place on cobblestone. That's a new tag you can add. And how it works is you get the torches. It says can be placed on cobblestone. Now, this only applies to adventure mode. I'm in creative mode, so I can place them wherever I want. Same goes for survival. It only affects adventure mode. But see, there's no selection or anything, so I can't do anything. But here, I can, and you can't break them, so it's kind of complex how you want to use these. And if you do break them, they lose the tag. So I'm not sure, you won't be able to, when you make a map, you won't be able to pick them back up or anything, so that's a bit complicated. But continuing on, there's also pickup delay and age. Now, pickup delay is how long until you can pick up an item. You don't really see this outside of editing the game. So, but basically, this is the maximum value, and when you set it to that, it actually never goes down. So this is actually unlimited. If it was even one less, it would not be unlimited, and it would eventually run out. And for age, that is how long it would take to despawn, and this is the maximum minimum value, basically. The maximum negative value, I mean. But it works the same way, where it will never age, so it will always sit here. So this will stay forever, basically, until you remove it with a box. Now I'm just spawning it up there for an effect, but yeah, see? Can't be picked up, never will be, never go away. So you could use this to, say, for example, display items in a shop or in a bank or something. You could have piles of gold lying around. It's actually extremely useful, in my opinion. But moving on, I said there wasn't much, but there actually is quite a few things. Let's switch back to creative mode and grab me some slime. Because the other thing I mentioned, I think this previously in something, but slimes can now swim. They're not great at it. You see, he's kind of staying at the bottom, but eventually they will climb out, basically. Because all new mobs use all mobs use the new AI now. And yeah, that's kind of bad, kind of good. We don't know what effects this will have on other mobs. I would need a list of what other mobs are still using the old AI, but I imagine that other mobs will appear smarter if they didn't. Like even slimes probably have better pathfinding and stuff now. But anyway, moving on. Oh, that's just to kill this. We're going to spawn a giant with a diamond helmet, because that is something you can do now. Giants can now wear armor. Something I've been wanting a long time. But yeah, that's great. They never used to before. I wonder if that means that giants are finally going to be added officially. And I presume they also use the new AI and might be smart like zombies. But anyway, next up, here we have barriers. Let's select them, and oh, look at that, you can see them. Yes, now whenever you're holding that, you can see them. There is a bit of a delay, though. So see, it takes a few seconds to vanish. And if it's visible and you break it, it also takes a few seconds. So it's not ideal. Hopefully they improve the engine so that they can use an actual texture instead of putting the item inside of it. But overall, very happy about this change. So I think that's it for things I can really show off. I'm just going to read off some things now, if I can get the page to load up. Okay, so, oh right, there's one other thing I can show off. I can't actually show it, but I can show you where it is. And it's this, highlight players spectators. which will make players just glow, and apparently you can make them glow for what team they are on. So you could have red and blue team, and one would glow red and one would glow blue. And I'm not certain, but I think you can actually see them through blocks. So extremely useful for spectators, but since I don't have a second account, I can't show you guys that. It's too bad, but anyway, now on to the actual listing. There can be objectives for teams, so you could say like how many people on red team have gotten kills and have that on the sidebar or something. And you can use an asterisk to select every player, I think including players that don't really exist. So if you add like Billy, Bob, Joe, Tom to your scoreboard, even though he doesn't exist, if you use the asterisk, it will select him. So that way you can only increase points and stuff for players that are on the scoreboard, basically. And there, you can also, I'm not going to show this off really, but you can use a data tag to hide specific things. So for example, you see how it says can be placed in cobblestone? Well, you can add a hide tags option, and then it won't say that can be placed. And you can do that for a couple things. You can hide enchantments, you can hide modifiers, you can hide unbreakableness, and also the can destroy in addition to can place. So that's pretty useful if you want people to not know what an item can do. Maybe make things a bit more trial and error for them. But anyway, objectives can now be reset so you can reset a single objective to the default value. So if you want to say reset one player's kills but not anything else, you can do that now. I didn't know you couldn't do that, but now you can do it. Oh, something else I can show off. Wait, achievements. There is now an achievement for crafting an enchanted golden apple. This comes after that one. So yeah, that's another little thing. I'm surprised they didn't have one of those before either. But they didn't. What else? That might be about it. Oh, there's a new /trigger command, which I don't really know what it does, to be honest. I think maybe it increments certain things. Who knows? You will have to figure that out yourself. There is a show particles option for potions now. So you can basically hide the potion particles. So if you want a player to be fully invisible from a potion, you just hide the particles and no one will be able to see them. There will be none of those little glowy things that appear normally when you're affected by a potion. Let's get one of those going. Yeah, see those things? That's what you can hide now. Anything else? Right. Statistics for items and blocks is now by name instead of ID. And I think that is it, so I'm going to end this video. Hopefully we have some more to talk about in the next episode, because this one, not too much really. But yeah, this has been Kebab799. Thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe to see more. Like this video if you liked it. Comment if you have anything to say. And I will see you in the next episode.